Hi, friends. It is Vicky. I hope everyone's doing well and just being responsible, being safe, and loving, being kind and loving to yourself and others. And I highly recommend if you are a YouTube person, type in loving kindness meditation and do one because we all need to be kind and loving to ourselves and others during this. Whew, uncertainty. That's just my 2 cents. But I'm going to do my reading, my mindful minute. My hair is all over the place. Who cares? Whatever. Anyhow, I'm going to do my reading. March 17th. Happy St. Patty's Day for all you Irish people. Okay, March 17th. A great battle raging. There is a great battle raging for my mouth not to harden and my jaws not to become like heavy doors of an iron safe, so my life may not be called pre-death. Ooh, Israeli poet Yehuda Amichai. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. I apologize. There is an ancient Greek myth that carries within it like a message in a bottle, one of the most crucial struggles we face as living beings. It is the story of a gifted musician, Orpheus, whose love, Eurydice, is taken by Hades, the god of the underworld. Orpheus is so grief-stricken that he travels to the land of the dead to plead with Hades to give Eurydice, I know I'm saying this wrong, Eurydice, obviously I didn't take Greek, back. After a cold and deliberate consideration, Hades said, "You can have her. It will take you 3 days to bring her back to the land of the living. There is one condition. You must carry her, and you must not look upon her face until you reach the light. If you do, she will return to me forever." Unfortunately, unknown to Orpheus, Hades tells Eurydice the opposite. He will carry you to the land of the living, and you must look upon him before you reach the light. If you do not, you will return to me forever. Their colossal struggle fails, and Eurydice is lost forever. The struggle for us, though, is ongoing. For there is an Orpheus in each of us that believes, if I look, I will die. There is also a Eurydice in each of us that believes, if I don't look, I will die. And so the great spiritual question after to be or not to be is to look or not to look. The personal balance we arrive at determines whether we make it out of hell or not. Whew. Though it shifts throughout our lives according to our devotions, I believe each of us is born with a natural leaning toward looking or not looking. Not surprisingly, I am one of those feminine seers. I believe that if I don't look, I will die. This probably has a lot to do with my calling to be a poet. So I admit my bias, for though, like staring into the sun too long, there are times we mustn't look to preserve our sight, more often we need to look to stay alive. Like each of us, I struggle with both, to be the keeper of secrets or the discoverer of truths. Though no one can tell us how, we have to work this great battle again and again to leave the underworld, not to harden, and to make our way back into the land of the living. Woo! Center yourself and breathe steadily. Bring to mind the stream of life decisions that have brought you this far. As you slow your breathing, try to understand which has defined your time on earth, the need to look or the need to not to look. As you breathe evenly, try to feel which you need right now, to look or not to look, which will bring you more fully into the land of the living. And that reminds me so much of, my life was pretty hectic for a long time. And I don't know if I'm a looker or a not looker. I really do think I'm a hybrid. I think I do both. Mostly look. I think, okay, change my mind. Scratch that. I'm a looker. I like to look. I like to see. It's funny. I know when there was uncertainty at work back in the day, I would always say to my boss, I do so much better with information and then I don't freak out. But if I don't know what's happening, then I freak out. And it's so funny. I had a very good relationship with my boss, and I was able to tell her, those things. And and I think I think he's right about it being in our nature or not our nature. I like to know things ahead of time, but I've learned to get comfortable in having faith and trusting that if I don't see that things will still work out. And I'm really, really trying my darndest to live in my faith today, because it's very easy right now to fall off the surfboard, I hope that everyone is doing well and taking care of themselves. And I will be here every day as much as I can. If I can't, you can watch one of the old ones because I'm sure you haven't seen them all. And watch my progression because I'm sure I've progressed throughout this process. Too bad I don't know my Greek pronunciations very well, but that's part of my brand. I am awkward and I am awesome, right? So I hope you are well. I hope you know that you are awkward and awesome. Might not be awkward, but everyone's awesome. Everyone's awesome, and let's be awesome, and let's prove to this world that we can be the loving, kind people that we are. So that's all I have today. Be well, be kind. Namaste.